Right now at 6, airplane passengers' safety in jeopardy as someone pointed a laser at a pilot for the second time in 4 days. The FBI investigation as they try to figure out if the same person is behind each case in Charlotte. You're watching Eyewitness News live at 6 o'clock. Well, of course, lasers can be distracting or blinding as pilots are making crucial decisions during takeoff and landing.
Yeah, in the latest case, the plane was full of passengers flying from Atlanta to Charlotte. Channel 9's Glenn Counts spoke to a pilot after last week's case. Today, he spoke to FBI agents who are taking this very seriously, Glenn.
Well, you're right about that. You know, thousands of people fly out of Charlotte Douglas every day, and it's scary to think that something as small as this pin with a laser could cause one of these aircraft to be brought down. But it could, and that's why this is no joke. This is an FBI simulation of a green laser light being shined into the cockpit of a plane.
Almost like a flash in a dark car. It can temporarily blind, it can disorient.
It's a scenario the crew of Delta Flight 2409 flying into Charlotte from Atlanta had to contend with last night.
Just about to have a laser incident at the airport. Probably reported a green laser pointing at him. Plane was 4,000 feet.
Just like an incident from last week involving an Air National Guard C-17. The aircraft was on final approach about 12 miles out. We don't know if the light came from the same general direction.
Aircraft was at 3,000 feet altitude southbound, and the laser hit the aircraft on the left side of the cockpit.
Laser strikes are more common than you'd think. So far this year, there have been 19 at Charlotte Douglas and 26 around the state. Across the country, 978 strikes. Those numbers would seem to indicate a spike for Charlotte Douglas. In 2018, there was 40 for the entire year, and in 2017, 44.
What kind of a mind does it take to be doing that, to endanger a plane full of people?
Passengers weren't thrilled to learn about last night's incident. Sydney Calder is traveling with her kids.
And that's scary, especially flying with two small children. I don't need any extra worries.
The FBI is trying to determine if the same person is responsible in both incidents and is asking for the public's help.
That is a very large area for us to look at for who might be responsible for this. So one of the best tools that we have in law enforcement is the public.
Well, catching those responsible is tough. As a matter of fact, most suspects don't get caught, and that's why public help is so critical. Kristen?
Yeah, very concerning. And Glenn, you spoke to a pilot last week who explained why these laser strikes occurred at the worst possible time.
Well, think about it. Takeoffs and landings are the busiest time of the day for a pilot, and any distraction is magnified, and also they are at lower altitude, and so mistakes are magnified as well, and so obviously it's critical that that not happen.
All right, Glenn Counts reporting from Charlotte Douglas.